Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the official episode 7 of the Mooey Hour.
Mooey fucking hour, man.
Yeah. We apparently the original episode 7 is it's nowhere to be found.
Due to the Niner fan. Due to the Niner fan. Just to let everybody know.
Allegedly, I couldn't find the episode
because it was big shit talking.
There was some big shit talking.
And then what happened on the weekend.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, congratulations to the Chiefs. This is a couple days after the Super Bowl.
No, nobody's saying type of shit like that going on out here.
Hold on.
We're just saying we're just suppressing all of that.
But yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the Mooey Hour. We are your hosts, Bogart Scott Free.
And your boy B. Motherfucking Franklin.
And we are two of the world's greatest ponderers, Jamaicans.
Motherfucking Jamaica horns. We missed them. We love them.
Oh, yeah, we miss them.
Jamaicans.
Welcome back. You know what I'm saying?
Miss them so much. Blow them again.
This is only, the second episode, but essentially the 2020?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
How's this decade going so far?
Fuck. But it's getting better.
Well, you know
feel
what?
Me?
When we were just off air, you were saying, you know what I'm saying, things was moving smooth today.
Yes.
I love upside. I love when things are starting to move and the needle's moving in our direction, in our favor.
The pendulum is now swinging.
Yes, the pendulum is swinging.
There you go.
I believe in the great balance. That's why sometimes I refuse to believe when they say it rains, it pours. I'm like, motherfucker, we stay with our umbrellas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it just, things can happen. But then also, you know, I am a spiritual cat. You know what I mean? It's more so than I am, you know, quote unquote religious. But I do believe in something greater, and I believe in God, and I believe that great God only puts us in positions that we can handle. So, you know what I'm saying? For all y'all out there, if you're going through some fuck shit.
Hold on.
Just hold on, because there's something up there something greater that believes you can handle this situation, whatever it may be, and that you should come out.
And I know you heard this a million times, but hold the fuck on.
Yeah.
It's easier to say it than to live it, but motherfucker live it. Because one thing that I've learned,
it only gets better.
No, it's always sweeter at the end, dog. When you go through the motherfucking war.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
When you can sit back and you can look at your wounds while you count the bandicas. Yes. Or you look at your victory on whatever it may be. Right. Yes. It's that much better once you whoop that ass.
You know, to backpack off what you're saying, like there is a certain satisfaction
in the process.
Yes, and like when you're pleased of your progress.
Yes,
because you know, not to say like, because I am an advocate of not being content and not being comfortable, because that's when you get slipping.
Correct.
You know what I mean? You always got to be willing to grow. Always, you know, we're strong believers.
Growth is essential.
Oh yeah, right. And there's only room for growth.
Right, you have to be willing to take on change, man. That's the hardest thing. Is that you know, we get comfortable in these situations because things are just so sweet. We want it to stay there. That we forget how to evolve. Right, you got to evolve, man, or get motherfucking pushed to the side.
And sometimes evolution is due to, you know, nature.
Yeah.
So like for example, when something's disrupting your habitat, when the world is putting you in some fucked up situations, you have to adapt and evolve. You know what I'm saying?
You got preach.
You know what I'm saying?
As you come to your crossroad in life, brothers and sisters.
Yes.
And you are sitting there and you are wondering, and your head's in the clouds or your heads are in your hands. And you trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Do I die or do I live? Motherfucker, let me tell you. You gotta live. And fuck this shit. And if nobody hasn't told you lately, I love you. Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love y'all.
Don't kill yourself. Bro. Don't kill yourself. Smoke some weed.
Jamaicans. Jamaicans been had it right. Hey, you know, you want to know what's the origin? Like, off air, we're talking a little bit about the pineal gland and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know the Jamaicans, right?
So shout out to the Ross Clots.
The Ross Clots. Blah, blah.
Shout out to the fat bombas out there.
Right?
Me love the bomba.
I almost forgot what you were going to say. Or, yeah, right? So the Jamaicans, right? You know, they wear all them colorful shit because they'll smoke on the sesamia.
Sesame.
Or, you know what I'm saying? The ganja, whatever have you. And
ganja.
they'll get into a meditative state that, you know, they'll play their music.
The
you know,
African drums.
The rhythm, right? And the rhythm is about syncopation. You know, they don't even call it the rhythm. They call it the rhythm. And it has syncopation.
Because that's the West Indian ways to speak.
Yes, and it has like a hypnotic, rhythmic, like, you know what I'm saying, pattern to it. And you know what I'm saying? And because it gets them into the state where they're using the pineal gland, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll take it to another place, like in China with the monks. These monks, right? These motherfuckers, they'll meditate. They get so deep. They call it the chi, right? They'll be like so in touch with their chi. These motherfuckers keep flying shit, and they're like, like that's where all them kung fu movies.
I believe it.
Them kung fu movies isn't just on no malarkey because they believe at one time or another the monks and mind you, where is the chakra of the world right now? It's in Tibet. You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's been there
At
for
the
like
top of the mountain.
Yeah, and because that's where the highest state of consciousness will reside. That's why, like,
At the highest peak.
yeah, but
with the lowest amount of oxygen.
But also, like, and see, maybe if you're in touch with your chi over in that motherfucker and all your chakras, whatever you call it, you might be able to survive on a little bit of oxygen because you're just so in tune with some, you know what I mean? The extra isms that they're able to draw from you know all these energies and whatnot. And, you know what I mean? We can take you down the rabbit hole, but you know what I'm saying? Okay. I remember it vaguely, but you know what I'm talking about, that movie 7 Days in Tibet, I think it was called. It had like Brad Pitt or something. But at one point, like, I think he just thinks of like raining frogs, and all of a sudden it just starts raining frogs. Like, but you know, I'm not to say that that's possible. They just believe shit like this is possible. Like, they can manifest anything with the mind because they're so the highest state of consciousness. Like, they could live to be 100 and be looking hella young. Like, all right, how about this? Marrying the Bible, they'd be like, and Matthew at 120 years old. Like, motherfuckers they used to be 100. Like nothing. Remember what I'm talking about?
Your boy Moses.
Moses was like 200 years old, right?
Yep.
See, and maybe their tracking of time was a little different. But I'm more on the side of believing that, like,
I think fools were living that
exactly
until technology hit and man figured out that if they don't start killing motherfuckers, it's gonna be overpopulated. I kind of feel like the motherfuckers who were around in those beginning of times are still here, and that they never died. They just became the power forces.
Hey, I got
You know
a
what I'm
theory.
saying?
I got a theory.
They might have time traveled, like you said, with these pyramids and all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Going in and out of dimensions. They might have went into
That's how I believe.
electric dimension where it was all electricity, right?
Yeah, energy.
An energy dimension
Yep.
disappeared, but the energy dimension is moving at such a different
That's what they
rate.
call the fourth dimension.
Right. It's such a different rate, right? That by the time you came back, it was 100 years. But to you, it might have felt like an hour, 2 hours. You know what I'm saying?
That's the difference between time, space, and space, time. So, like, I'm not sure which one's the difference, but I can explain it. Like, space, time, and okay, like I said, I'm gonna designate the definition, but I'm not sure if I have it right because I'm pretty loaded. Which one goes to what? But space, time, and time, space. The difference is like imagine like going a straight line. Right. So from point A to point B, that however long it takes you to get point A to point B, then that's considered time. But you're able to fold that same line, fold it over, and A's over B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like A's right here, B's right here. You fold that motherfucker A over B. You might be able to just walk through a portal and you're there.
Right.
So in that same distance traveled, it wouldn't count anymore.
Right.
Right? Because you got from point A to point B in a split second. So like,
right.
That's what they believe with the pyramids.
Right.
And or even like for example, we live in the third dimension, 3D, three-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, we're alive in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Physical.
Right.
You know what I mean? With the fourth dimension, that's supposedly like, we're like motherfuckers that, when they had the higher state of consciousness, bigger pineal glands, all that shit back in the Egypt days. That's how they believe the motherfuckers were. Egypt is modeled after Atlantis. That's another place that was the highest state of consciousness used to reside way before Tibet. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you, was Atlantis around before fucking Egypt?
Yes.
Are we sure?
Alleged, yes. They just don't have. They just don't have proof of it, but they have like in like
Because I thought Atlantis was around, but it wasn't. It was around like.
Okay, well, there's an asteroid that hit the Earth around the time that Atlantis was alleged to exist.
Right.
And
Before
like
the Great Flood.
yes, because that obviously would cause a flood. You know what I'm saying? You hit a motherfucking a big ass comet. You know what I'm saying? It creates earthquakes, typhoons, motherfucking volcanoes is going off. Yep. You know what I think? Here's my theory. What like how? Because I am believing in something greater.
Yeah.
And I think like when shit gets a little out of hand, maybe whether it's overpopulation or even God just needs to like flex on the motherfuckers.
Right.
Hits them with some natural disasters.
Right. Like
because look at where it happens to. All right. Like okay, New Orleans. Remember the flood?
Right.
Katrina. Well, right. What do you got in New Orleans? All the voodoo and hoodoo shit. Right. Black magic and shit. Right.
Same
God's like,
Haiti.
yeah.
Haiti.
Same thing with Haiti with the earthquake.
And then
they got the hoodoo, and voodoo is the main religion over there.
And remember, fucking the Philippines.
With the volcano just recently.
Yeah. No, not even with the volcano. Remember, they had years back. They had the
that was Thailand.
Where the flood?
Yeah, no, that was Thailand.
Where the typhoon came in?
Yep, the tsunami.
I mean, the tsunami.
Yep, and guess what Thailand had?
Right.
Children. Children.
Right.
They were trafficking children.
Yeah, still
selling children prostitution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Philippines, same thing. Right now, they got the volcanoes fucking them up. In the Philippines, the epidemic's crystal meth. They're they're.
Hey, I heard these fools are going crazy over there off of that.
Fuck yeah, dog. That's the land of it, dog. It's almost like simultaneously when the bikers got a hold of it, it was already going down in the Philippines and in Hawaii and other Pacific islands because these motherfuckers shabu, dog. Yeah. That's what they call it. The Filipinos call it the shabu.
The shabu boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them shabs be and that shit's dog. It wasn't too long ago that one of the presidents in the Philippines, she was I think she was a president. She was indicted being involved in the big drug trafficking trade and the cartels and shit. Yeah. And then the next dude that came in, right? He made it like kind of like a martial law type deal. Right. I mean, y'all can look this up, Mui Gang. You know what I'm saying? But the motherfuckers, they said like this: shoot to kill on sight any dealers or affiliates.
Right.
So like they were the first night it happened. It was like
bodies.
Bro, it was like 5,000 murdered in the streets.
No, straight up, they were straight.
Yeah, and then they were putting signs on motherfuckers. So they were just having dead bodies in the streets.
Say,
and
I
you would
was
have
a
a
drug
sign,
dealer.
say a drug dealer on it.
Drug
so
user.
like, you know how many exactly, or affiliate, whatever. So you know these motherfuckers was just capping fools. Wow, drug dealer. Boom, got rid of him. You know what I mean? And like hell, like I'm just saying, God comes through on the motherfuckers. Ain't no joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
Swipe them up real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these motherfuckers and their fucking goddamn selling kids. Thailand. Take this shit, Thailand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking maybe China, they doing too much. Oh yeah, you want to eat bats and shit, right?
Yeah.
You fuck the world up? Okay.
Right.
Locusts and black plagues and shit.
Right.
Biblical shit. Right? Fire and brimstone.
Yeah, straight up.
Okay, we'll switch gears real fast.
Switch them.
Tell me about Valentine's Day.
Oh. Valentine's Day for me.
Yeah, what's Valentine's Day like for Franklin these days?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
It's gonna be my mom's 5-year death anniversary.
So okay,
she died on Valentine's Day. So you know what I'm
saying?
So
it has a different.
Got a different twist.
Not that it even had a meaning.
It always got a meaning. You feel me? Like, dog, there's always a special somebody, dog. You feel me?
There you go.
I'm always showing love. You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with that. But once MK's died, that turned into like her day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I fuck with.
Do you call it the death anniversary to yourself, or is it a day like of remembrance now?
No, it's a day of remembrance. I'll probably go get tatted. I was thinking about getting a little tattoo.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, as a kid, the American apple pie bad boy image was like a motherfucker, like like, and this is in white America, obviously. Excuse me, but the motherfuckers, they got the greased slick hair back with the white tee and the jeans and the leather jackets, tattoos says mom and a heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, you know what I mean?
I might get that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's kind of fly for
yeah,
real.
right. It might be lightweight corny, but I might get that.
Nah, but see, I don't
might
think
just
it's
get
corny
that.
anymore.
I might
That's
get
it's
that.
classic.
Honestly, you know what I mean? But I've been out to the gym, so I'm kind of extra right now. But I'm about to.
Hey, sometimes when you get a tattoo and you gotta kind of plan it.
Right, I
where it's
probably get it on my leg
You get
first.
a cat, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, this is for a bitch. A bitch could get a cat. Then after like 3-4 kids, right? Bam, giraffe. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
bam, tiger.
you know what I'm saying? Boom, tiger.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta plan these things. You know what I'm saying? You get like a dolphin, and then like the bitch blows up.
Boom, whale.
Bam, whale.
Right.
That's burnt.
Boom. Jamaicans.
Yeah,
know what I'm
the
saying?
Jamaicans refused to rent the sound off on that one. They're like, that's burnt. We need crickets for that one.
Crickets. That's hella funny. Nah, but fucking, I'll probably go to where MK's one of her spots that she loved to grub at. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like, she had her little fancy spots, but her spot though was Sizzler.
Oh yeah.
I used to go up in there with her. Me and
know
her
what
used
I'm
to go
saying?
kick it. We go beat that. I
Sizzler,
go, give me money. You feel me? Give me hella
Oh,
money.
shit.
But it's real though. You know what I mean? Go up in there, beat up those wings and that motherfucker and that cheese. Man,
Hey,
me
you
and
know,
her used to
you know
beat
what
it up.
tweets I'm talking about? They're like breaded.
Yes.
Oh my
That's
god.
it.
I call it the Great Chicken Wing Heist.
Listen,
'Cause you're
standard.
they don't like. First of all, I'll go in there and really just get the
Get
salad
the-
bar, but
bruh.
I'll go get some kind of dish so then I can get a to-go box because they don't give you a to-go box.
My God, can I
unless
keep
you
it
got
all?
a dish.
I'm gonna keep it all the way east side.
And then I go
Evergreen,
fill that motherfucker
Silver
with
Creek,
all kind of
San
chickens.
Jose. I'm gonna tell y'all how I keep it.
Okay, how you do this?
Ziploc, run it.
Oh
Give me
yeah, I
money.
like that. Fuck
You
it.
feel me?
Just
If you
come
with,
through
if,
with it.
listen, if you got a lady with you, and you know when you go
Don't
to
be
Sizzler,
ashamed.
no, and you know when you go to Sizzler, ladies, bring that tote.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
Ziploc baggies, tote. Okay, cheese bread,
Oh
wings.
yes, the cheese.
Okay, we're stacking.
Oh man.
To the casa.
And I'll
Okay?
eat like 30 of them wings.
Dog, we're
sitting
taking
down there.
Ziploc baggies,
And
dog.
hey, dog, you know,
Listen,
I'm
they're
Filipino. I like to go home and eat them joints with rice.
Put
too.
it
I'm
right
like, yo,
up
this is about to
inside
be
the
tomorrow.
oven. Let them get right back
Ooh,
crispy.
real crispy. It's even better like that.
Right. Let it-
It's even better doing it like that. You got all
Come
the
on,
soaked
man.
up oil.
Give me money.
Oh, see,
Sizzler wings, give
Sizzler,
me money. You feel me?
You know what's crazy is that spot,
Unofficial sponsor.
right?
Sizzler's wings.
Yeah, this is not a paid promo. This is just straight up just that
It's straight
ism.
love. This
Yeah,
is
straight love.
You feel me? Sizzler.
Straight love for the
give me
Valentine. You know
money.
what? How about this? If you got that special someone, you know what I mean, and you know she's the one, then she won't be like, oh, you know, I need to go to somewhere fancy. Be like, listen, we can go somewhere and we'll eat for like a day.
Listen, man. You know what I'm trying to
Sizzler,
listen.
give me money.
Man, Sizzler, give me money.
Hey,
You know what? You know what it's about, man. It's about somebody who just loves you, dog. Mm-hmm. Who you can adore and they can adore you back. There's a lot of fucked up people in the world. I'm probably one of them. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
the
but that's what
difference
makes
is,
it so
right,
great.
No, right. But this is one thing though, Pimp. I always lead in love, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
I
see,
always lead in love.
like
and I
just
come to
like
realize
Tupac
that
said,
some motherfucker-
Tupac said, I'm so sensitive. I love so hard. That's why I'm so harsh.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what's crazy is okay, I'm gonna switch gears again real quick. If this is kind of segue to something, but like, it's like I hate it when passive aggressive people around me that like. First of all, I'll love anybody that got love for me. If we're really cool and then we build a relationship over the years, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I was talking about homies on this one. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? Even just to be able to like call motherfucker my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type. If I'm changing, it's because it's change is for the good, right? It's time to improve and grow. Because the model's pretty up to date all the time. But when it's time for like a model change, like to switch up on these other things and elevate, I'm finnu, right?
See, but
see,
this is
here's my
right.
thing though. I hate it when like people they build resentment because they can't. They're passive aggressive. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
no,
and like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But see, because I love so hard, like, I'll tell a motherfucker they're a passive aggressive little bitch.
Right.
I mean, come on, you're the same way.
Right.
Like, if a motherfucker's on some hoe shit, we're gonna
Right.
tell them because we're telling them.
Right.
And not running our mouth to other like,
Right.
hey, you know, Buggy, you
Right.
on some hoe shit. No.
But you know the crazy
I'm in
thing
the
about
face,
it is,
you on
right,
some hoe
is that
shit.
they can't
And
even
that's
see
love.
it like that, right? But that's the thing, though, man.
Because they got this whatever kind of resentment
'cause they got-
built up from
they-
being a passive aggressive bitch.
They got spite in their little bitch ass hearts. That's the problem. And envy and jealousy. You feel me? That's what that is. Spite,
Spite's pretty
jealousy,
dangerous.
and envy, dog. All three of those. Like, what did it say in the Bible?
The seven deadly jealousy is one of them, right?
No, it says something in the Bible
Envy,
about how jealousy and envy is worse than witchcraft.
Oh,
You know
dude,
what I'm saying?
listen. Pride is the one. I think it's the one that
I don't know.
that
Let's talk about
connects
the
all those.
jealousy
Pride is like one of
and
the
the
number
envy.
one 7 deadly sins or some
Oh,
shit. Yeah, because like, I mean, like pride. You know what's funny though? This is where I find. Like, so, like, okay, so what if you're a Christian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to abide by these rules? 7 deadly sins, pride. But what about, like, the parish you go to? Motherfuckers be hella proud of their parish. Like, real, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, bro, let me tell you something, man.
like I've never really been like that. I mean, the house of God's the house of God. You know what I mean?
Right.
Plus, I'm not really, like, the best churchgoer anyway. But you know what, though? What I love about the Bible is that the hella shit be so vague. Where, like and at the same time, it is no coincidence that every time, if I haven't been in the church, like the sermon when my son was getting baptized, of course the sermon applies to me like a motherfucker, right. But also you could say, because it's so vague, that it could apply to anyone on a daily basis. But also it could just be that's God for real. You know what I mean? And I believe 1 and 2 because like. I think that's why the literature is designed like that, or being rewritten. They rewrite the Bible so many goddamn times to try to make it work and apply to everyone.
That's because, you know why? That's because that's man's manipulation.
Yeah.
That's man trying to control. See, dog, the Bible, dog, you ever seen fucking the book of Eli?
Yep.
Remember he was like, he's like, it's not just the book.
Nope.
It's aimed at the minds and the hearts of the weak.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That movie was hard.
People need shit to lean on, dog. God didn't put you in captivity. These rules and regulations, he taught you about order. Yeah. Everybody's order, dog, is order to them, but there's a fundamental in life to order, a function, right? Which we all know. If you never even wrote that shit down, and we met in the wild, right?
Yeah.
If you try to snatch my shit, dog, we going to war.
Yeah.
Simple as that. There's standard things to nature.
Standitos.
Right. A mandatory thing. If I put my dick in a woman and I ejaculate in her, she can become pregnant. Right.
The seed.
Right.
The seed has been planted.
So there's regular things of order, dog. The wickedness of man
shooting
tries
the club
to
up.
Right. The wickedness of man, dog, tries to come and recreate that.
The hearts of men.
It's wicked. That's what it says. The hearts of man is wicked, dog, and it's real. Man does the most fucked up shit to man just to see a reaction. You feel me? Remember, dog, everything that God had, the devil wants. So he's just trying to make a carbon copy with a twist. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like they say, all it takes is one letter to change, bro. But it can still sound the same. But you got to know what you're talking about so you can survive, dog. And like it says in the Bible, my people will die for the lack of knowledge, dog. If you don't know, motherfucker will sell you anything, dog, twice. And double back a third time, dog. And take the shirt off your back and sell you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And get you twice for a high price. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Get them thrice even. Hey, okay. Really real. Dog, you ever? Dog, this is a rabbit hole. I'll take you down real quick. You ever heard of the 12 emerald tablets of Thoth? Thoth is like THOTH.
Right, supposed to be, but that's where they get Thor from, right?
Well, so Thoth is like, he's like said to have been from like Atlantis,
right? And
then he was also like known as like Confucius or whatever, Plato or whatever, one of those other philosophers. Like he went through time.
Pluto.
whatever the fuck is, but
Right,
you know,
right.
for the Greek.
Right.
You know, this is kind of going back to what
Right.
we were talking about
Right,
earlier,
there's
like which one came first.
Aristotle.
Yeah. So like,
Pluto.
yeah. So this guy Thoth
Yeah.
and these emerald tablets. See, so first of all, they got these emerald tablets and they've been transcribed.
Right.
So like, you can go on YouTube. There's motherfuckers that are just reading this shit.
What?
Yeah, like this is some real shit. Like it goes from like the galactic, like it starts from the beginning where there's all these planets, and
Right.
there's a planet called like Malona Lucifer, right? And Malona Lucifer blows up, and all these spirits, you know what I'm saying, and
Right.
and it needed to incarnate. So then, like, you know, the Galactic Alliance or whatever the fuck, with all these different beings for different planets, they were
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying, okay,
Watching.
we'll use the Earth. It's
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying, we'll plant them on the Earth. So it's all, you know, vegetations and like, you know, mind you, this is some crazy theory shit, right?
Right.
And this is what in the tablets. So like, and this is what Thoth, you know, this is
How do
Thoth.
you spell it?
The 12 emerald, or you can just put the emerald tablets of Thoth, Thoth, right? So then it got then it comes up where it's like, you know, things weren't reincarnating. Like, so like, you know, now then they did like the dinosaurs and shit. And then like, you know, if you want to look at it like that, then until it came to man. And then these gods, they'd come down like, and then, you know, what's crazy is that all these different literatures, like the, not the Quran, but like the Indian version.
Right.
Like, you know, the Indians, their little fucking book or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's
I
called,
don't
but
know
like
so.
they talk about these things called Vimayas.
Yeah.
They were like flying ships and shit, like
Right.
whole cities in the sky,
Yeah.
and air wars and nuclear strikes. Like, this is like in the Indian shit.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So it's like it's in different literature, different right.
Right.
Where they believe, like, you know, there's these beings that did have, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, like powers to heal and all kind of
Right.
shit. And then they came down. They thought that, you know, the humans were like, you know, their experiment. They thought they were super fucking fascinating. They would come through and then they start procreating with them. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually it's like, you know what I'm saying, places like like Atlantis. You know what I'm saying? They had another place called Limeria. Limeria is like where the Pacific Islands was.
Right.
So and Limeria got all busted up from like earthquakes and natural disasters, right? But see, think about this. You got places like Hawaii,
You
Guam.
want like Copus Hermetia? Yeah.
Well, I'll find it in a sec.
The Hermetica.
Yeah, but see, people try to discredit the 12, and he talks about Jesus in there, and
Right.
talks about all the shit, dog, like
Yeah.
all the fucking, and he even talks about what is it called? He just talks about everything, like all like the Bible. Obviously, some of these stories, you know, and then there's also the 12 Dead Sea Scrolls that were found, or not the
Right.
12, the Dead Sea Scrolls, where
Right.
they talk about, you know, a lot. They reference Thoth in there too, but this fool Thoth, right? He's
Yeah.
like a fucking what was it called? They said that he was either immortal or he just knew how. He just, like, you know, he would just like reincarnate. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he kind of is like the keeper of like the knowledge and shit. And like people try to discredit the emerald tablets because
Yeah.
they don't oxidate,
What?
right? So for example, like.
Oh, shit.
Like, you know, we grew up around a lot of
No, no.
Vietnamese bitches.
No, no.
And remember, they all had them jade joints?
Yeah.
And all they would do was just discolor. That's it. They would change a certain color over time.
Why?
Like, you know, like when like the green would turn a little brown.
Right.
And that must see, but that would mean it has story now. It had, you know, the value would even the darker brown ones mean like, them motherfuckers been around for hell of years, right?
Oh, shit.
But see, these things, they don't fucking oxidate or nothing. They just stay this green. You know what I mean? Like, where it's
shit.
like, yeah, it's kind of defined where they can't age it. You can't carbon date something
Right,
like that.
right.
You know what I
So
mean?
they're like, where does it come from?
Yeah, but like,
Where's more of it? Oh yeah.
or they be trying, or they just it completely trump. Like whenever they discover these, it completely trumps every, you know, all written history.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Like, because
No,
he
what's
talks about
up?
all kind of shit. Like he talks about like and the belief systems are dope too. It's like, you know,
It's crazy because it's
basically,
dark,
like,
but it's see through.
see what I'm saying? Oh, so it is aged in color. Either way, yeah. See, this
Or
shit,
it look like
it's
it.
interesting, dog, because like they talk about Jesus, they talk about, you know, you know, or even just these figures that could have been, you know, like Moses and Jesus, all the story. That's why, like, or even Muhammad, like, you know, a lot of these stories are similar. It could have even been just this one figure, like, and then like Thoth. That's why I'm telling you, like, a lot of Egyptian. See, we don't have a lot of Atlantic proof, right? But like in literature, it's referenced in a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? Like you had motherfuckers like Alexander. Remember the great Alexander the Great?
Right.
You know, he went all around the world collecting all kind of
information.
Shit. Yeah, but then motherfuckers and burned down his library.
No, right. That's what they say.
Exactly. And
they're not going to destroy a knowledge like that. They're coming for that.
That's true.
You feel me? But they're going to say they burnt it down.
Yeah, because and it would make sense too if you're someone who's pushing some kind of religion. Like if you're like Catholicism, it's mafia shit.
Oh no, straight up.
You know what I mean? Like they're like, yo, yeah.
Straight up, hey, hands down, it is the Vatican. No, that's a business.
Yeah,
it's an LLC.
Fuck yeah, and it's big business.
No, we mean they own hella bank money. They got hella bank money.
You know what's crazy about the Pope? His hat and the top of his cane,
right,
and all the fountains in the Vatican,
right,
they're all shaped like pineal glands.
No, right, and you know what's crazy too,
dog?
You know what Pope is, Maximus or whatever it means?
What?
God on earth.
Oh, that's blasphemous. I mean, it's fly shit to say it like if you're an artist.
No.
Like if you say like me, for instance, I'm a rapper. I might be like, yeah, I'm the East Side God. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some fly shit.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right? Or dude from Griselda's like, I'm the fly God. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Gucci Man calls himself the trap God. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
Like right word, but like, you know, if you're the Pope, that's pretty deep. You're like, yo, I'm God on earth.
Look up, see what that Pope is, Maximus or whatever it means. You know what I mean? And she will tell you. Actually, you know what? Let's see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get some Googles. And I'll tell you that the Pope, though, this motherfucker. Hey, okay, in like the 1500s.
What does Popus Maximus mean?
They did like a series on there was like
According to Merriam-Webster, definition of magnum opus.
Or is it open?
It didn't hear the first part I was talking about.
What does the Pope's name mean?
You say, what's the definition of Pope?
According to dictionary.com, the Pope is the Bishop of Rome and thereby the world leader of the Catholic Church.
Ooh. Let's see. I forgot what the fuck I was about to do right now.
It says the word comes from the Latin word papa, which means father. He is also the head of the Vatican, the tiny... Yeah.
Boring! Hey, you know what's hella funny is like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to be dying in church. I'd be like, oh, what the fuck is he even talking about? It wasn't until you start going through some strife.
Gonna take him in the back and take his butthole later on tonight.
Hey, you know what? Listen, okay. I'm not knocking it, but like I just feel like
I said, look at the two little boys over there to the right. We're gonna take him in the back and take their butthole tonight. That's what they're saying. The other guys are responding back.
I should have Jamaican
like this. The other guys in the back going,
"Oh man,
okay."
And you know what's crazy? See here, this is
where
they fucked up.
Tonight.
This is okay. Check this out. The popes. Okay, I might be slaughtering this, but before they said popes can't fuck no bitches, right? They actually had a popes that they let them get married, have kids and shit like that. But then motherfuckers be trying to kill the pope because it's like a mob boss. You know what I'm saying? Right? No, but check this out. Then when they said they have to be a pledge, what is it called? A celibacy or whatever the fuck.
Pledge allegiance.
Then they came up with the first brothels. Like, you know what I mean? Like where it was like these bitches and shit, they can go and get some pussy or get some little boy booty, whatever the fuck it was in those times. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, dog. Like,
take him in the back and get a booty tonight. Okay.
Hey, you know what's crazy is God bless the dead. You know what I'm saying? The homie Al Green. You know what I'm saying? The homie Alvin. I remember.
R.I.P. Alvin, man. The homie Alvin. Man,
Yeah, it was probably like the anniversary is like a month. I mean, a little under. Like actually, the anniversary was like over a month ago. But
man,
but
R.I.P. to that guy, Alvin.
the reason I just thought of him right now is in that last year he was going everywhere, like
Everywhere,
he
traveling.
Went to, like, he's seen the pyramids,
right, banging him up.
He's seen the Vatican.
Yep.
I think he went to China, seen the Great
Right,
Wall. Like
right.
he was just doing he went like.
He was passing through right here, just
Yeah.
stopping and then
He was going everywhere in between, not just going to these
right.
places. He was going
Right.
everywhere
He
in
was
between.
big
like,
doing it. He was big doing it.
And like, you know
That
what's
motherfucker
crazy
had
too
me
is because,
inspired on this traveling moves.
right?
Real talk.
Like, okay, here's the one thing I like. This is why I bring him up is because the way he did it to find out about the world was to do it the real way and get out there.
Get out
right?
there.
And like, even though that's the best way, we are living in the information era, and like, and there's a remarkable, like an alarming rate of dumbasses, like high percentage. Even though you got all the information in the world, you have it right there, right? But see, I'm taking advantage of all this shit. Like that's why I be knowing all kind of stupid shit for no reason, because like I just like going down different rabbit holes and finding out some fly shit.
Hello, right.
You know
See,
what I'm
I like
saying?
to investigate before I touch down.
Oh, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactamundo.
Boom. See
Like-
what's popping? Touchdown.
Yeah.
Ooh, you feel me?
Like, see, like if I was gonna go to Panama for example, I'm be
Right.
like, yo, where am I going? You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? Here's where you want to go.
Yeah, right.
Because
Boom.
blah, blah, blah. You're gonna lace me up. Then
Period. I
when-
probably
then-
touch down when you touch down
exactly.
and just slide.
And have that guide.
Right, bingo.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to do that actually. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, we're just gonna start
No
a church.
little boys, pause.
Hey, you know what? Hey, if and when we start doing this show live, right, with the audience, we're passing around the donation plates.
Man,
we're
we
not
don't
calling
need
it collection.
Listen, dog, we ain't passing no donation plates out.
Motherfucker,
We're handing out
give me
gifts.
money.
No, we're handing out the give
No,
me
they'll
money
get the
bags.
gifts. They get the gifts.
Yeah, we're handing out the give me money bags.
They get to get listen.
Right.
Listen,
They're like,
listen.
what?
The money is
Give
the
me
donate. Like I
money.
said, it's a donation. It's going to some charities.
Hell no, dog.
Oh, yeah.
We're living, baby.
No, we giving charity. We're doing charity
Yeah,
things.
yeah. If they want to drop
Philanthropy.
it, well,
No, we're really gonna give. We're really gonna donate it.
I mean,
Some fly shit.
on my shit personally, I'm like, yo, shoot some old clothes, some shit we can go take to some motherfucking homeless
word.
people, or let's set up a weekend day where we go out to the park, go feed some motherfuckers early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, some late night
Hey,
gremlin.
yo.
You feel me? You'll catch me downtown.
Right.
Sometimes passing out hamburgers in the wee mornings, 2, 3, and 4 in the morning, walking
Yep.
around. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy if you walk out downtown and you go out there and see, man, how motherfuckers is really out there
Yeah.
cold, living in the shit. At this point, nobody likes motherfucking being homeless, especially the homeless motherfuckers, right?
Oh yeah,
It is
and
what
yo,
the fuck it
they
is.
they are a nuisance because they're like pissed that they're homeless, dog. Like
Right.
they're hot. Like it's not like the homeless dudes we grew up with, right? When we were kids, the homeless dudes that would like buy you the beer and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was dumbass young, I always
that's
seen the
because-
same bums
that's
at Easy
because
Mark
that's
because those
because-
fools were all like the war vets that were all fucked up.
Right. They might have been off the heroin. They might have been
Exactly.
off of some
These
crack, a little coke.
motherfuckers-
These are straight up dope fiend knocks.
And then you throw in
They're
like
the meth babies.
you throw in the motherfuckers from like 2006 that got hit with the recession, just never
All of
came
them,
back.
right.
And they're the veteran homeless motherfuckers
right
now. Or you
and
got
they
the
still
whole.
got to survive.
Yep, we got the whole. Like out there, like okay, I'm filling up the waters, right? I hit you up, I'm like, yo, I'm about to run late. I'll meet you at the studio. I gotta go fill up these waters real quick. I'm filling up these 5-gallon jugs, and when you're walking up to the water joint, right, they got the little carts with the wheels on it, so you could move said jugs that are filled up to
Right.
your car.
Right.
So I go there, grab one, and then, you know what I'm saying, I fill them up, bang, 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 and my girl goes, look at that guy. There's this homeless dude, right, that we always see in this area. And then, like, he had all his shit. He just threw him on one of them carts. Just walks away wheeling the cart. Because he has hella shit. He's probably tired of lugging it.
Right.
And he's just like, fucking, I'm out of it. Pew. You know what I mean?
Done.
And I was just like, damn, no regard for shit.
no
Because he's
regard
like,
for how
I
much
don't
the
give a
motherfucker
fuck.
business owner had to pay.
Exactly.
And
He's
this
like, I don't
motherfucker-
give a fuck.
Right.
This is I need something for my shit. Fuck
Right.
it.
It's
My
like-
shit's all fucked up. I don't give a fuck about no one's
I'm
shit.
taking it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There's a homeless dude yesterday right here around the corner. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They be posted up on that Capitol, joints.
Yeah.
On all the little islands.
Got you.
Motherfuckers be posted up. And dude was taking a U-turn. You know what I'm saying? Clip this motherfucker. pinned him against one of them poles, tore his leg off, dog. Yeah, and so this is my girl. This is my girl. I laugh too, though. I mean,
I'm laughing because I'm like, damn.
Listen, no, I laugh.
Really real,
I laugh
huh?
because the dude that did it was a white dude, and he pulled off, and he's probably on one or some shit. Like, mind you, I'm hearing this story from my girl, and it's her coworker. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he's the one that witnessed the joint.
Right.
And he was like, and they're nurses. You know what I'm saying? So he jumped out, and then there was already another lady who's like, she had medical training. She was like, we need to tie the leg off. So he throws, he gives the bell, he threw it away, but
right.
He was smart, like I wasn't gonna touch nothing. It's just like, I don't know, this guy's all bloody, shooting blood, and the guy's just like, my leg, like,
right.
It was just like, damn, because that's what kind of a nuisance these people are, though. Like, granted, that dude that, it's horrible to hear that, but like, they're everywhere now. You look on the freeway, they're tense to these motherfuckers. Like,
right.
There's no, like,
and I gotta pay a fucking mortgage,
right? These motherfuckers is coming through. Before it'd be like, yeah, go ahead. Come through my shit every week when it's garbage night, cause my shit got beer cans in that motherfucker. Word.
Ultimately.
But now they come out. These motherfuckers, they got shit everywhere.
Right.
Cause they just digging through my shit. Don't give a fuck no more. They throwing my shit everywhere.
Right. Hella
God
dirty.
Damn homeless motherfuckers.
So the way we had a dude that was panhandling in our neighborhood, we had to push up on him. That fool stopped. He stopped all that shit.
Yeah, yo, because you know what he's doing too?
White dude, he just started. You ain't bringing on the value over here in this shit, motherfucker. Don't get fucking around, get this shit twisted.
Get the fuck out of here.
Period. I pushed up on him. That motherfucker ended up stopping. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like the blatant disregard for I don't give a fuck. I mean, actually, everybody got to get it.
These
but
motherfuckers. Watch. There's gonna be a San Jose disease, and it's gonna derive from one of these bums. They're gonna come up with some kind of hepatitis Z plus.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, dog. I don't even like touching these motherfuckers. Don't even fucking touch me.
Whoa.
When they be asking for money,
bogey.
change and shit.
It's all good, dog. Listen,
and these motherfuckers is mental health and they're on drugs. It's crazy. Like these homeless
people. You gotta help them.
See, listen.
I'm saying you need to slide with me on the late night, right? And come with me to go pass out some burgers on the late night, right? And get spooked by some spooked by some dope fiends. I'm talking about some real dope fiends.
I'll help you hand out the food, and I'll also be there to help by giving them some straight advice by telling them how it is. Look, you fucking dope fiend.
Listen,
you're covered in shit.
Listen,
human feces.
Listen, dog, they don't give a fuck.
You didn't even gonna eat the cheeseburger.
Listen, dog,
you know what they're gonna do with the cheeseburger?
You're tripping.
He's gonna try to flip the cheeseburger to the D-boy.
Hey, just might.
I got these cheeseburgers.
Right. Hey, just might. But check this out, dog. It's none of that. You got to come out there and come check it out, man. Because you feel me? Like,
I was just joking.
You got to come see that real perspective on some real shit, like real talk. There's so many different people, so many different stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I gave out so many of my Bay Boy hoodies and Bay Girl hoodies. Just gave away brand new ones for free just to fucking keep
shout out to our sponsors.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Bay Girl, Bay Boy clothing.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say this jokingly, but hopefully if any of you homeless out there, you know what I'm saying, that were blessed to get one of the Bay Boy hoodies, you know what I'm saying? Don't go commit no crimes wearing that shit, alright? You know what I'm saying? Because
you know what?
We stand
I'm telling you like this.
Get it?
Hey, stop fucking robbing the motherfucking people around you. Stop fucking robbing all the fucking local moms and pop shit.
Right?
Listen, if you're gonna do some shit, go rob some corporate shit that you know got insurance. That you know that got insurance. Go do some shit like that. Don't fucking go rob another motherfucker just as broke in their own category trying to live too.
Right?
You retarded motherfucker. We in the struggle together. Go hit you some corporate shit that's going motherfucking let their insurance give them back more shit, right? Yeah. Unofficially, I'm just hypothetically speaking. Okay. I'm hypothetically speaking everything.
I'm not hypothetically speaking when I say, look at all you bums out there. When you come up to me, I ain't got no change for you, all right?
But I got money if you got deals. If you got deals, I got money, right? If you got some deals, I got money. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not saying. But I'm saying. You got deals, I got money. Yeah. But I'm not, but I am.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me money.
Give me money.
Pure 'em.
Hey, remember in Half
Pure 'em.
Baked when he ran out of bread? Remember?
Right.
He had the little account with all his bread just going down and
Right.
oh, I want a hot dog.
Right.
Oh, yeah, some ketchup.
Oh yeah. Oh, when
Yeah,
he with the
the
old
thing-
girl.
Yeah, and then she's
Right.
like, ooh, ice cream.
Right.
Let's go to the ice
Right,
cream
she
shop.
saw-
He sees the bum.
Right.
Yeah, young brother. He's like, hell yeah. Ah,
And he gets
all
him.
the bums.
Yeah, he gets him.
His shit went up to like $4. And then he was all, and then Dave Chappelle, first of all, he's like, no, I'm not hungry. Let her eat the hot dog, let her drink the soda. Then he was in there all on ice cream.
That's hella funny.
Tearing that ice cream up.
Right, that's hella funny.
Oh, shit.
Stupid.
It's
laugh.
so funny because, like, he was one of those dudes, Dave Chappelle, if they didn't shit on him, right? If they didn't shit on him with that show and try to make him do some, you know, what I mean, some outlandish shit, like by this time of season 3, it's like they kept trying to outdo themselves. And he was like, nah, I ain't gonna keep exploiting. Like, you know, it's funny in season 1 with where you know, he's one of the ones who wrote the sketch with the blind white supremacists.
Right.
But he's blind. He's born blind, but he's black. But he
Yeah,
grew up
yeah.
around whites.
Right.
And
No,
he
no.
just so happens
Right.
to lead the movement of the
Right,
KKK.
right.
And like they don't want to let him know he's black.
Right. No, they didn't
You know what I
even
mean?
know because remember he never took the
Yeah.
the
The
mask
people, the
off.
followers, but all the people around him,
No.
they knew, and they were like, no, the people around him. Remember, he was like,
I thought it was just his wife.
Jasper, get the truck, Jasper.
was it?
And then like, you had the reporter. He's like, why don't you tell him that he's African American? He's like, because it'll hurt the movement. He's too pivotal in the movement, right? And then every year he'd wear the mask. Yo, that shit was the best, dog. But then it's like, or like, remember it was Niggar, the nigger family,
Yeah.
and but they were white people,
Right.
But that was and then like Dave Chappelle. He was the milkman,
Right.
and he would always come through.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas cooking?
Yeah.
Ooh, I knew y'all niggas got something good cooking. Or like just stupid shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where you know, it's funny in the beginning, but then when you start, like, they're like, well, we're gonna give you $50 million, and he's like, but you know, now this $50 million, he was gonna lose like creative control,
Right.
And also his
Right.
partner in crime is this dude named Nick. Or is it Ned? I forget his name. But he was one of the main co-writers. He also co-wrote Half Baked. But he's a Jewish cat,
Right.
and these Jewish motherfuckers, they always ready to turn it to the max. Like
Right.
they just ready to sell everything. Stupid shit on stereotypes. Like,
Right.
hey, you know, but in the beginning though, hella funny. Remember the R. Kelly shit? Shitting on R. Kelly. Where he had a skit where it was like.
Or where he was peeing on the girl, he was peeing hella.
Yeah.
he
But
was.
also like he's in court, right?
Right.
And they're asking Dave Chappelle. It was about reasonable doubt,
Right.
right? So they're showing the video, and it's Dave Chappelle. And he's peeing on the bitch. He's like, he's supposed to be R. Kelly, right?
Right. Right.
And then they're like, it's like that. You don't think that's R. Kelly? He's like, well, the reasonable doubt is like. He would have to be standing there, peeing on the bitch, holding his ID,
Right.
while his grandma was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my rabbit. Always peeing on him, you know what I mean?
Right.
And he's like, other than that, reasonable doubt. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when they're like, what do you think about Michael Jackson? Did he sleep with those kids? He's like, one of the kids actually described his penis. He's like, what's there to describe about a penis? There's I imagine there's some balls. I imagine there's a shaft. You know what I mean? There's a head. It could be anybody's.
Right.
It's a reasonable doubt.
Right.
Like this, and see, but like he was, he was doing stand up since he was hella young.
Right. Hey, you know what? Michael Jackson, I heard, was lightweight. Butthurt with him a little bit about that.
Oh yeah,
Was it-
I wouldn't doubt, dog. Hey, you know that Prince shit was for real?
Which one?
The Prince skit?
About Charlie Murphy playing basketball. And all
that shit was real.
Right. He's like, man, I can't believe he's like, this motherfucker knew he was like a fucking basketball. He said he's like a motherfucking basketball guy.
Hey.
It's like this little 5'2" nigga came
Wearing
out
the
in his
heels, dog.
fucking heels. Stinker was doing tricks and shit, man.
Oh,
He's
shit.
like, Stinker was doing tricks and shit.
And even all the Rick James stories, like,
Right.
like when the full.
His are the darkness.
Yeah, the full, oh, darkness. Oh, yeah, you know,
Darkness.
see Charlie Murphy, you know,
Charlie Murphy,
you know, he always be like, he say wild shit like, oh, Rick's in the club licking a bitch's face.
Yeah, licking a bitch's face.
You know, he doesn't know I know the bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just thinks I'm crazy.
Right,
He'd be like,
yeah.
hey Rick, hey, go lick the bitch's face. You know, Charlie Murphy talk with his teeth closed, like, hey Rick,
Yeah.
hey, I bet you won't lick that bitch's face.
Right.
Hey, check this out. Here's a real story, right? Charlie Murphy told a story on a podcast.
Hey, Charlie Murphy, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace,
You know what I'm
Charlie
saying?
Murphy,
Man, it's crazy, dog. You know, I even heard Eddie Murphy's getting back in the circuit. He's going to do stand-up. But
He
check
don't
this out.
understand that he was fucked up. He lost his brother, dog.
Yeah.
That was his road dog.
He has time, because you know his brother was killing it, dog. He toured like crazy. His stand-up was funny, dog. But so check this out. So here's Charlie Murphy, right? Charlie Murphy, he's chilling with what's his name? Rick James. My bad, lost train of thought. So he's chilling with Rick James, right? And Rick James, I forget where they're at. They're in some kind of compound. I think they might have been in Minnesota, somewhere, dog. Somewhere where it was snowing as fuck, right? They knew they were about to be snowed in for like a week. So, and he has this big ass compound. So he goes, and they got like mad, homies and like double the amount of bitches. Right?
Yeah.
And they got so they go out and they're stocking up for like a week's worth of like, food and drinks and shit, water, all the shit. And then now, boom, the storm hits. They're just in this compound partying, like partying tough, right? And everyone's fucking bitches. And then but see, Charlie Murphy, this is one of the first times. So, you know what I'm saying? He said like first time really, like vacation partying with Rick.
Right.
So and Rick, he was like, Rick J, he's a real asshole. I'd be on a bitch, and then he'll come up, Charlie, this is my bitch. Charlie, you know what I mean? Just everyone, like every bitch, and then he'd be like, he'd be hella faded, and he'll get on the loudspeaker because there's a there's like an intercom system. All the ladies, nobody have sex with Charlie Murphy, and like he's like for 8 days ain't knocking no play. He thinks it's funny. I'm like, Rick James is funny, dog. Rick James is funny, dog. Oh, okay, check this out. So like, the whole on your couch thing, right?
Right.
Obviously that was real. He came in hella faded, and he's like, "Hey Rick, don't stand on the couch. Oh yeah, fuck your couch, nigga. You can buy 1 million of these couches, nigga. You're rich, darknesses." He called them the Darkness Brothers, right? And then like, you know what I'm saying? He came through, and remember he beat him up for that. Charlie Murphy beat him up. You know what I'm saying? And then, because he said there's more than a couple times he had to beat up Rick James. And Rick James, he'll be like, Charlie Murphy, he knows karate. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of, it's like, what kind of grown man takes karate classes? He's in there with like 12-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
The
but
nigga who beat you up.
Right, but
Twice.
he went to this, he was from like the Navy. So like, he had like training and shit. Like, he's a bad motherfucker, Charlie Murphy, you know what I mean?
Darkness.
But check this out. So darkness, right? So this one time, they would play basketball too with Rick James, right? And like, so one time they're gonna play basketball. It was like Eddie, and then it was Eddie, and it was Charlie, and then it was Rick and his mans, and then Rick comes out, you know what I'm saying? And like, they lose. Rick and them lose the game, so he just kicks fucking he kicks Charlie Murphy in the balls. Oh, and he runs. Yeah, kicks him in the balls and he runs. And then, so he's hot, like, Charlie Murphy's on the hunt for this motherfucker. Yeah. And like, you know what I'm saying? And then when he got caught slipping, of course Rick beat him up, right?
Right.
But then now Rick James would show up at their house, right? He'll knock on the door, and there'll always be family there, whoever. And then so sometimes somebody opened the door and he goes, give this message to Charlie. Boom, kicks that dude in the balls.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Rick, yeah, just one of the family members. Deliver this message to Charlie. Like,
Damn.
Rick James is on that Chow Mizzle though. You know what I mean?
They all are.
He was on that Chow Mizzle, super tough.
They all were.
Yeah. You know what's crazy too is that fool, you know, everything that Rick James did, like if he was alive right now, they would crucify him. You know, like the Me Too shit. Cause yo, he had bitches like he would have bitches hemmed up for days. He wouldn't feed them. He would just feed them chow mein.
30 days. I heard he stayed up in the
Yeah,
house with
and he in there just
crack.
boom. I'm a super freak, super freak.
Dance, bitch,
super
dance.
freak, eh?
Dance, bitch.
That's number 12.
Huh.
You would just call him by
Come here,
number.
bitch. Huh,
Come
come
here, number 12.
Tell me
Number
how you-
12 and number 5.
Let me sing a song
Let's
for
do
you.
some math.
Let me sing a song for you, bitch.
Right.
Hit the pipe first, and I'm gonna go.
Blooded. Right?
They
Bitches
hit the
tied
pipe.
up. You know what I'm saying? Won't even let him lead. Let
hell
him lead
no.
a joint. He had a compound, like I was talking about.
They was cracked out together. They were
Oh yeah,
loving it.
because he was a smoker too.
Right.
Yeah,
They was loving
that's
it.
right.
They was loving
He
it.
wasn't just on
He
the
was-
chow mizzle.
he
He was
wasn't-
on that cook.
He wasn't holding them hostage.
That cookout.
They didn't want to leave. They was in there getting cracked out with him.
That's right. He was smoking. He was basing.
Oh,
You know what's crazy? That fool, Richard Pryor. That's one of the greatest stand-ups. Richard Pryor live on Sunset.
No lie.
know what I'm
Just
saying?
just like Bernie Mac's king of comedy.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you something.
Huh.
This son of a bitch.
Huh.
This son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Talking about him downstairs.
Yeah. Who the hell is him? Huh, boy, if you was
I pay bills.
boy, if you don't,
Oh,
boy, I'm
shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But he was like this.
Right. that fool was a fucking G.
Hey,
He was one that I wish that he could stay alive longer too.
he was dying before he died too. Like,
No.
like he couldn't really breathe. So like he be doing movies.
Right.
He'll do the scene and then back on that breathing machine.
Right.
Like his shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy too is like that was he probably had that lightweight all the time because that was part of his delivery kind of.
Right.
Maybe that wasn't even his delivery. It's really high.
He had
was
asthma.
Get up on the top of my bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Lord, and yeah, he was one of the dopest.
Yeah, he was.
You know what's dope too is that he got his '90s shot came in the 2000s. This is what I mean. Because in the '90s, if you were popping as a black comedian, you knew you made it when bam they hit you with a sitcom. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you had the Wayans brothers. Bam, they hit him with the Wayans brothers show.
Yep.
They hit Martin with Martin set it all up. Martin had Martin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fresh Prince is kind of the first of his kind too. He was a rapper, quote unquote,
Right.
that became, that had a sitcom. You know what I
Right.
mean? Then who else in the '90s? The comedians. Yeah,
Eddie
Martin.
Murphy- Eddie
Yeah,
Murphy.
Jamie Foxx had one.
Yeah, he did.
Now Eddie Murphy was doing all the smash movies in the
Right.
'90s, all the
Oh,
boomerangs
right.
and the fucking
Beverly Hills
Beverly
Cop.
Hills Cops and all of yeah. You know
Big
what I'm
dog.
saying?
Big dog.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
Man,
what other comedians that had sitcoms.
My
there was hell of
girl
them.
likes to party
Oh,
all the time.
remember,
Party
even
all
D.L.
the time.
Hughley had a
Party
show?
all the time.
Damian Wayans had a show.
Yes, he did.
Hey, in Living Color though was the one.
Yes, it was.
You know what's funny? This
Eddie Murphy.
what's his name? Keenan Ivory Wayans, dog. He kicked it tough with Eddie Murphy. They were like boys. And T.K. Kirkland.
What?
Yeah, like in the New York scene when they were all coming up in the early 80s, you know what I'm saying? Before everyone moved out to LA and started chasing the LA scene, they were all in the New York scene kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Keenan Ivory went and like Damian Wayans, right? He was pushing Damian Wayans early.
Yeah, he
and then
was.
so he got Damian Wayans. Damian Wayans was supposed to be like the next Eddie Murphy because he joined SNL
Right, but his shit was
after
funny.
Eddie Murphy.
Right.
But see, he refused to be on some massa shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they fired, they do Saturday Night Live, they do it live for the most part.
Right.
Especially back in the days. And this motherfucker, they fired him at, like, mid-scene. He, like, cut, he was he was freestyling different lines. He was
Right.
supposed to do, like, some straight-up fucking, like, some fucking Uncle Tom shit in the skit. And he was like, I'm not doing that shit.
Oh, guys, I got a song for you guys.
Beverly Hills? Hey, credit? No, I only want to play 12 seconds so we don't get flagged. You know what I mean?
Boom.
Yeah, that was perfect. What was that? That was from the Beverly Hills Cop?
No, that's the Eddie Murphy. He made an album.
Oh, yeah.
My Girl
Hey, his
Likes
album was tight. Hey, he
My
could
girl
sing.
likes to party all the time.
That's what you just said. You know what, too? Somewhere in like the 2000s, I think he dropped a reggae album.
No, we had with him and Snoop Lion.
No. He did one before Snoop.
No, him and Snoop did a song together.
Yeah. No, I'm saying though.
It's
Because
called-
Snoop Lion, he did a whole album.
No, so listen, watch this right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was Eddie Murphy with Snoop.
That's kind. I might gotta fuck with that. That's just
Boy, yeah.
Boy. Hey, you know
Boy,
what? Too?
yeah.
If Eddie Murphy comes back and he does stand up,
Mm-hmm.
he could. He has all this shit to talk about. His brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like being away from stand up for so long, or even like his stand up back in the day, it wouldn't fly these days. Like, you know, when he was younger, obviously. He doesn't think the same way, but you know what's funny is Eddie Murphy, he started coming out on Twitter talking about like, oh, I apologize for certain things I used to say back in the day. Like he'd be like, hey, any faggots over here? Yeah, don't look at my ass. Faggots.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he would like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, shit that they would just be like, they would
Right.
be appalled these days. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? That's a funny kind of thing we live in these days, though. You know what I mean?
Hey, this fool had
That's kind of funny about that. It's like,
a song called Boogie in Your Butt.
bah. Eddie Murphy be going through the poop. He he likes the dookie shoot.
Oh, man,
Hey, remember
man.
remember Eddie Murphy? He had the rumors. This is what I used to think, because see, back in the days, if you were a megastar,
Yeah.
it was the point was to not be in the public eye.
Right.
Right, so you know that's but see nowadays with like social media and stuff, these big like Will Smith, for example, he was kind of like that, but now in the past couple of years, he's like Mr. Social Media and shit.
Right. Because
When
this,
we-
because
yeah,
this-
'cause he's
because-
like-
because
Because his movies started being weak too, where he's like, I
Right.
get to get up out, and you know what
Nah,
I mean?
because this is the thing, man. You got to evolve with the times.
True.
This is what it is today. You know,
Yeah.
he's still an artist,
see,
right?
it, like,
So
'cause
in
think
order
about-
to get out his craft, he has to be able to get to the new media outlets and the new outlets in order to exploit himself as an artist. So
Yeah.
the old ways might still work for him, but they might not be as effective with the new crowd. So you know what I mean?
true.
Like you said, you got to stay in all dimensions of time.
Yeah.
Reaching all specimens.
Yes. All sides of the spectrum, all specimens.
Jamaica horn.
Jamaica
blowing.
horns. Yeah, and then these, like especially when you do stand up, it's like you gotta go sparring every night. You gotta go hit the clubs and try material out, because then that's how you form your set. Like
Correct.
say if Eddie Murphy was to ever come out and do a special, it's gonna be an hour long.
Off
So
top.
to get an hour of
Just like the
material
Moy
together-
Hour.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Episode 7 of the Moy Hour.
Boom.
Eddie Murphy, give me money.
Eddie Murphy,
You know what I'm
give
saying?
me motherfucking money.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, dog, have we been, how long? I don't even know how long we've been rocking. I don't even. Pay
We've been
attention
rocking for
to the
about
time.
45 minutes or something.
Yeah, no, we still rocking it.
We're
Yeah,
still
you know what I mean?
rocking.
But real quick, shout out
still-
to our sponsor,
we're
Bay
still
Clothing.
rocking. We're still
Bay
rocking.
Clothing Co.
Still rocking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You know what's dope is like we're about to, the season's about to change. You know what I mean?
Season's changing.
Season's changing. You know what I mean?
So are we?
We gotta gear
falling-
up.
Are we springing into summer?
Yes, and that's what I mean by gear up too. We got to get ready for the summer.
Hey, but let me
Like,
ask you this question: Did you really see like a fall this year?
A fall?
Yeah. I didn't really.
It was like
witness-
cold.
No, but I mean, but a real fall, like where like
With the leaves
trees
and
went
no,
fucking
all of
bare.
a sudden it was just like,
It was real mild.
yeah. But you know what I did see this year, like, was like a lot of wind and uncharacteristic, a lot of wind, a lot of trees and shit falling, like this shit. Like I
I
don't
wonder
know.
if that is that considered. You think that's because that global warming they talking about?
Well, I mean, it could be everything. You know what I mean? Like you could, like, okay, if here it's the power of narrative. If you were a global warming like conspirator or whatever, the global warmist, whatever the fuck you call them, a global warmer truther, right? Like you could always find narrative. Like you could be like,
Theorist.
see, look at it's so windy, that's uncharacteristic, blah blah blah. Or like,
right.
or you know, it's an Indian summer. You know what I mean? Oh, see, that's characteristic. Or like, same way, it could be like, you know, hot in February for a day, right? And then someone will be like, that's earthquake weather. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
but-
these are like things that like.
This is what I have noticed
Mm.
is here in the Bay, we've been having Arizona numbers for temperatures.
Like cold, right?
No, heat
Oh,
wise,
heat?
heat
Well,
wise.
but-
But
but-
minus,
but
when
not
I say,
the dry, though.
No. When I say minus, yeah, if it was dry, we'd be doing those 120s.
Because like I've been in it, man, when I used to go up to Maricopa, Arizona, it would be like 110 like regularly.
no, right. But
Like,
what I'm
well,
saying-
mind you, this wasn't the summertime.
No,
But,
right,
like
for sure.
But but I was still walking around in it.
Right.
Like 110 out here would be like shit's on fire.
No, that's exactly.
Things are on fire.
because the moisture is way different.
Yeah.
right. So if it's 110, but this the thing though. There was like 106. Dog wasn't like 100. Remember, motherfuckers was at Santa Cruz. It was dumbass hot out there, like
Yeah.
104 degrees. 100. How when the fucking Santa
Yeah.
Cruz ever hit the hundreds like that?
Well,
Shit.
because they're right there by the they got the ocean breeze.
No, but
too,
I'm
you
saying,
know what I mean?
but none of that shit, dude. It's back in the day, Santa Cruz
Oh,
was
yeah.
never hitting hundreds, dog. It
That's
was
true.
hitting hundreds in the Santa Cruz, bro. That shit wasn't happening before. Motherfuckers was out the beach and it was like 100 and something degrees in Santa Cruz. It was like 100, dude. Wasn't like it damn near 110 up here. We were doing record numbers up here, right here in
I think
San
it was like
Jose in the
106
Bay.
or something like that.
Dog,
was
we was
it?
doing hell yeah, dog.
What did it get
Remember-
down to?
Dude, I remember everybody was like, damn, this is crazy. It's like,
Yesterday
yo.
it was like 34 degrees in the
No,
morning.
exactly. That's
I was
no,
tripping.
but that's how it was in when I was living in Arizona. It'd be dumbass hot,
And it's
then it'll
stupid cold.
then it'll drop to like the fucking 40s,
That's what I'm saying. At
50
night,
degrees,
it's
right?
crazy.
Dude, stupid numbers dropping.
You know what's the craziest shit? Is like, I would be like, when you're in Arizona, you know how they got like on the exits, you know the loops, you know they got the big old concrete and they'll have like the big old fucking like a big turtle, or like a you know what I mean, like a fish, like it'll have
Oh,
like
you mean how they have wall art?
yeah, wall art,
Right,
yeah,
right. But that's
then-
like outside of Phoenix. That's like
Yeah,
going
man,
down
I'm talking about
toward-
Maricopa.
Yeah, that's down by Tucson.
yeah, and then like. But then, like, you know, we be on the freeway. You look out to the right or to the left into the distance. You see motherfuckers that are on those fucking, the windsurfers, tearing it up in the desert.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? Or like this one time I was out there, and then there was a radio, right? No, we were going from there to Vegas,
Right.
and then we had to get the fuck up out of there within the next 5 or 6 hours, cause like you could look in the distance, and this motherfucking sand shit was coming.
Right. They had the monsoons, the
Yeah, like
sandstorms.
that shit's crazy.
No, right.
Remember when we was on Vegas?
Right.
That one time, what was that? 2015? It had to be in 2015.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you were on, I was already there. You was
Right.
touching down.
Right.
But you kept having a circle in the plane.
Right.
Because it had that storm.
Right.
And then like when I looked in the distance, it just had the sand was just
Yeah,
coming.
correct.
It was that shit was nuts.
Vegas, give me money. I'll
Vegas, give
I'll
me
see you
money.
soon, Vegas.
Yeah, we go. You know what's funny? We're gonna play y'all not this season but the next.
I'm going to. Hey,
Oh yeah.
Bogey.
If it's in Vegas, it's going down.
Bogey, man, dog. You some of the realest shit I gotta tell you, dog. On some real shit. It's the nation. If you didn't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's the nation.
I knew. I was very aware.
Jamaica. See, look, dog got nervous. We started hollering the nation.
I
Shit
didn't
got
get
shit.
nervous. I
Hey,
was
shit
gonna
fell
grab it.
over. Shit, I got it right here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the nation, dog. It's all good. I'm always here. The nation's always here to lend a helping hand, dog.
Y'all
You know what
ain't
I'm saying?
helping. Y'all is pillaging. Y'all is coming through. The autumn wind is a raider.
What is this?
You know what? Well, you guys got the reigning champs in your division. Fuck those guys.
Hey, you know what, dog?
Fuck the Chiefs.
Hey,
I'm sour. I love Patrick Mahomes though. I fucking love that kid.
that fool's hard as fuck.
You only needed 7 minutes, and then just us just. You know what's crazy is like there's like Jimmy G's the type I think like where they look at him they're like, all right, we gotta pace him out. We gotta fuck, you know what I mean? And like you might got like maybe 30 to 35 scripted plays for Jimmy, and the rest are all run plays,
Right.
and usually running more. And like we just like came to a point where it looked like this motherfucker had no, like it's just like all right, just go out there and wing it, Jimmy. I guess.
Right.
If we go from like not be, we're from not being, I mean, we go from being a running team, and then then we're trying to shoot out with Patrick Mahomes, and that's I don't know, shit's crazy. Have you looked into getting some season tickets for your nation? Your Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, they call me.
You know, this might be the first year in a long time that I have season tickets for my Niners, B.
You can
Just
still get
because.
them.
No. You have to get the rights. There's a lot of people you could buy them off of them for the season and not
Right.
get the rights. Because then the person I'm going half with, he's going half with someone else or his wife, his original partner.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, because now
Let's get that in there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right.
Get the big boo.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
How you gonna do your mans like that, dog?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
How you gonna
because
do
they
your
know they
mans
can
like
make
that?
some bread now.
How you gonna do your mans like that?
You know what I'm saying? You know you can make some fucking
You
bread
guys been
now.
doing this since jump.
Yeah.
When motherfuckers didn't even want to fucking go.
Right? And if I couldn't make a game, when no one would buy the tickets, I couldn't even give those bitches away. That's why it's funny
That
to me.
motherfuckers didn't even
That's
want
why.
to go.
And see, this is what pisses me off.
All of a sudden.
That's what pisses me off.
All of
It's
a
like-
sudden.
And I think everyone.
All of a sudden.
It's almost like if I was to find any kind of positive, which you can't find a positive in winning and losing the Super Bowl, you can't find any kind of positive in that. But it's just like, get the fuck away from us, you bandwagon fans. Now that we lost, go give up on us and stay the fuck over there. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
I hate those motherfuckers.
Damn.
It's the same thing like Warriors fans, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
The hate is real.
No, the Warriors, the Warriors fans, Raiders fans, even the watch when you guys go to Vegas. All these motherfuckers in Vegas and be like, I'm a Raider fan. Well, especially if y'all's good over there.
Dark.
I'm just saying,
Like
like,
stupid money to spend.
no, like I think, like, okay, or even anybody who's a fucking goddamn Seattle fan that's from out here. If you're a Seattle fan, you're either a Niner hater, or you're just you're a bandwagoner because you jumped on the since 2013. You know what I mean? And that's fine. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of motherfuckers that were Cowboys fans in the 90s, then they turned into Raiders fans in the later 90s.
Ooh.
And I'm like, no. You know what? Too is I had no choice. You know what I'm saying? My family is Niners, and I'm proud. I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad my dad came to Frisco and he's seen it all go down with Joe Montana and company. You know what I mean? It's like, cause then, damn, if they weren't around, if my parents weren't Raiders, if weren't Niner fans, who else was? Oh man, then we might have been like some goddamn fucking Broncos or Raiders for real, or Cowboys.
See, you're just gonna disrespectful and just jump straight out the bay. You ain't even
because they were in the Super Bowl.
So you ain't even gonna give the nation.
The Raiders were in the Super Bowl in the 80s. I'm just talking about when my dad came in the late 70s. I'm so glad he came to Frisco. Bang, bang. He said you're going to go straight to the... Listen.
Boo. We're just not.
What about... Okay, how about this? I'll give the Raiders the benefit of the doubt if they do something smart, like go after Ryan Tannehill or Tom Brady. Like, really go after Tom Brady. Okay. You know what I mean? Because more than likely you're going to do something stupid and still rebuild one more year around, one more year, because Derek Carr is going to be there and he's not a winner.
Sad to say, but I agree he is not. I don't know if he's even going to be there.
I mean, I don't even know. You know what? I'm not a Raider, so I don't know his contract. I don't know if like... I know you guys extended him, gave him the big money. This is like right after he broke his shit, remember? He broke his shit in the offseason. You guys paid him. I think that was 2016. So right. It feels like a 4-year extension. Yeah, so this could be his last year. You know what I'm saying? That like,
and they nurtured that because they put so much money in him.
Yeah, it was front loaded.
And that's why they got rid of everybody. Just so we can have paper this year.
But he also did do something fly where he took like a tiny bit of a pay cut so Poe can get his money, his left tackle for years. And now they let Poe. Did they trade him? Yeah. No. They didn't re-sign him, and he went to the Redskins. You know what I'm saying? And he actually did his thing there. But see, that guy was old too. You guys have a good line. Right. Even the guy was a former Niner. Tim Brown,
right?
You know what I'm saying? The guy's kind of a beast. He was just really bad with us. Then he went to New England, won a Super Bowl with them, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's some shit.
No, it wasn't Tim Brown. It was fucking
not Tim Brown. It's
Cooper.
something Brown. No, something Brown. His first name is something. His last name is Brown. He's your guys' right tackle now.
No,
left tackle.
I'm talking about the motherfucker that was on our squad.
Yeah, the receiver, Tim Brown. Yeah, that's what I was mistaken him for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just trying to remember who this guy Brown is now that you guys is fucking. Because you guys picked up him. You guys traded for him in the offseason. Then you picked up Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
No, but now.
Oh, you hear what happened to him?
Well, no.
Oh, he's all the way fucking up.
Right.
Like first, so it hit one of his baby moms, right?
Dog, I'm beating up your Cheetos. Dog.
It's all good.
Cheetos, give me money.
Yep, Cheetos give me money.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm pretty high too. Like a motherfucker. Well, you know what? I think on that note,
Hey.
you know what I'm saying? This has been episode 7 officially. You know what I'm saying? Of
Cheetos, give me motherfucking
Cheetos give me money. You know what I'm saying? Signing off. Bogart Scott Free.
B. Dot motherfucking Franklin.
Yeah. Follow us at the GMM Network. Follow me at Bogart Scott Free. Check out bayclothing.co or bayclothingco.com. My bad.
bingo.
Slaughtered that. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Also, shout out to Milk and Honey, our other official sponsor, www.milkandhoneytx. Fuck with all the CBD goodness this is.
CBDs, give me money.
CBDs give me money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have went out.
Cheetos, give me money.
Right? Hey, I swear to God, if Cheetos sponsored us, I'd come through in the goddamn the whole leather one piece like the Cheetos goddamn NASCAR.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I want the Cheetos jacket.
Right? And the hood is the dude.
Right. It's a head.
Is the head.
Right. Cheetos.
Yeah.
The Cheetos man.
What is his name?
Cheeto.
Cheeto the Cheetah, that's right. And he rocks stunners all day too. I like that kid.
Because it was always blowing.
Right?